There we go. Welcome to Cooking with Captain Paul. So we only have one little alcohol burner, but it does us just fine. So I'm just going to start it on low. What'd you do with the... Oh, here they are.
That's where I like them.
While I was doing my morning constitutional, my lady she already filled one of these up with boiling water and boiled water in it. And we now have our coffee steeping in our French press. So, ooh la la. Sometimes when it's not so cold, there's a boat going by, I'm gonna have to watch for some wake. Like in July, and you wake up and it's already 85 degrees. We'll just have some cold Folgers and stuff. Don't want to add to the day's heat. But on a nice chilly morning like this, some hot coffee will hit the spot. So our typical breakfast is basically 4 scrambled eggs, to which I add our 3 amigos. My honey prepares some fried mushrooms, and she fries them until they're not mushrooms anymore. She calls them bacon mushrooms because they're crispy. And then she also made some cream spinach. We have some cheese. And I like my eggs beaten and subservient. Homogenized, I think is the word. What are you doing? Oh, our mini moos. Mini moos are great. They don't have to be refrigerated. It can be a pain though because of all the little plastic cups and such. Alright, those look good. There's a little bit of avocado oil left. And I'm just on minimum here. I'm going to burn that up a little bit. Because and that's it for the avocado oil. Done, done, done. Okay.
Well, you can give that to me. I'll put it in the garbage.
Little spoon here.
Because we'll swear we have avocado oil.
I know. We'll be like, oh, but there's a bottle on the boat. Yeah, there's a bottle. There ain't nothing in it.
Yep.
And yes, I'd use a pretty substantial amount here, a couple tablespoons. I like when I have the oil hot and I pour the egg into it. It basically floats like a funnel cake and doesn't stick to the pot.
Have you heard about the growing cholesterol problem in the country today?
Let that melt. Turn that up a little bit. Just to see the flame. Yeah, we looked for a 2-burner, something like this. I guess there was a 2-burner alcohol stove here originally, under here. They start with like $300 used. We're like, nah, we're good with the single burner. We're not that fancy. We don't need to.
One pot cooking.
One pot cooking, that's right. You know what I don't have over here? Can I have that bowl? Or the Corel bowl?
Oh, to put the...
Yeah, when I set my spoon and my spatula, I don't want to set it on the counter. Thank you very much, thing. All right. Yes, I think I'm hysterical.
Sometimes you are.
Lynn. Nope, not yet. Not quite. Yeah, when the egg is half done, I'll throw these mushrooms see what I mean by they're crispy.
They're delicious.
They are. They're delicious. I'll throw these in, incorporate them into the egg. I'll put it on low, throw the spinach on top. You see we have everything in these old ghee jars, which is interesting because we also make our own ghee, and we put it back in the ghee jar. Is there something weird about that?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Ghee also does
Like
not need to be refrigerated.
Like putting new wine into old wineskins, I think I heard one. No, this isn't the same thing?
No,
Okay, cool.
Not even a little bit. That's the sizzle we want.
Yep, and it's all starting, it looks like it curdles. And it floats, like I said, like a funnel cake. All right, get this out of the way. A little spatula here, I just start working it. This nasty thing over here is a readout for our depth gauge, depth sounder.
It works.
The actual puck is up under the deberth. It does, it works.
Go small, go now.
Ooh, the parties, right? Go cheap, go small, go now.
Yep.
1000%. So I had another boat. I bought a boat, and it needed a lot of work. That's not working. That's not working. That broken mast step is not working.
You're right, Dad. It's not working.
That's not working. That's not working. And I jokingly named it Not Working.
Dad, we get it. It's not working.
And between my commute and the hours that I put in working celery, I wasn't getting a lot done on the boat. We built a shelter for it to keep the rain out of it. I stripped all the deck hardware because everything leaks and has little gel cracks and everything I want to straighten out. I have to replace the bowsprit. It's a, if you want to look it up, it's a McGregor Venture of Newport 23. It's a cutter rig, an older one. It's really nice, really pretty. Definitely a project boat. And with everything going on, I told my wife, I said, look, I'm spending all my time working on Not Working, and that's not working. So I was sitting and found this boat on the internet. Catalina 25.
Must
Swing
be
keel.
true.
Yeah, everything on the internet is true. And the guy who was selling it had pictures. It looks nice, you know. I'm like, okay. But his ad said X amount of money firm. Don't even ask, don't offer, don't want to trade, you don't want to pay the money, don't even bother me. So I'm like, okay. So I responded to him and I'm like, I'm willing to pay your price if I can take the boat and put it in the water and sail it tomorrow. I don't want to have to work on the boat. I don't want to get there and hear, oh, well, you got to do this and oh, you got to do that. And they were like, no. Matter of fact, in speaking to the lady, she says if it hadn't sold by this weekend, they were going to provision it to take it out themselves. Evidently, they'd been out a couple seasons on it. And a sailing couple. And I was like, okay, well, that sounds good. I think this is ready for the mushrooms. It's about 3/4 done. Turn this down. So I went and looked at it. It was ready to go. Now we've come across a few issues since then that I'm sure he didn't know about. He was not aware. Nobody has a crystal ball.
And it's a boat.
You know. And the way we found the issues was we actually went sailing. So this is our 5th or 6th trip out on it. And of course
it's our 6th.
since I never did anything with the other boat. It's still in my backyard. Actually, I have 2 boats in my backyard now, other than this one. That we named this one Knot Workin. And the idea is, it's K-N-O-T, Knot Workin. It is a play on the words, because when you're sailing, you're working with different knots. And we're still learning a bunch of those. The speed across the water is a nautical mile per hour, which is referred to as a knot, K-N-O-T. And yeah, this looks good. Just about done. Time for the spinach. And of course, when we're on the boat, I'm not at work. Get it? I'm not working. She's not working. This is basically our proof of concept boat. Because what was it, a couple weeks after we bought it, you had said to me, I knew you wanted to buy a sailboat. I didn't think you wanted to buy a sailboat that big.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you guys, for a trailer sailor, this is a big friggin' boat. It towers over my Ford Expedition.
Yeah, I kind of thought you wanted a day sailor that you would
Well, that's what the Newport is.
just get
right?
on. No, because that still needs the, 2 people to step the mast.
Yeah.
I was expecting something like
hopefully
one person sits in
not-
it and
Oh my God, she
teeny
was
size.
she was thinking I was going to buy a sunfish.
There you go.
No, we weren't going there. Look,
But this has been amazing.
talking to my boss, we're having some issues with the type of internet I had at the house. I live in a very rural area. As you can imagine, having a backyard that's starting to look like a marina with 3 boats and 2 campers and...
3 campers.
Oh, that's right. We got Betty's camper back there. Hi, Betty. We're rural, and I have to use a hotspot for internet on the cell service, and the people that I work for are not happy about that because they say it's not secure enough. So he's like, so explain to me, is it possible that you could move? I think the silence on my end of the phone kind of spoke for itself. I said, boss, if I sell my house to move, I'm moving on to a 36 to 42 foot sailboat, and I still won't have internet.
Not a
So
landline.
this is, not like what they need. So, all right, we got the mushrooms and the spinach happening. Pretty gross, huh?
No.
It's actually delicious.
Delicious.
So, yeah, this is a proof of concept. Part of the proof of concept is can her and I live together after 40 years in a very small space and not kill each other? Okay.
Sorry.
We don't know if that concept has really been proven yet. So yeah, we've, I got into this by watching all the different sailing channels on YouTube, and oh man, there's so many. We love Sailing Uma and Atticus and Tim at Lady K. There's just so many. Cam G was out there for a while.
Wind hippie.
Wind Hippie's our favorite. Good job, Holly. Yeah. Check out any of those channels, but sitting there when I get home from work, it's already 7:30, 8 o'clock at night while I'm sitting there eating dinner before I get a shower and go to bed, because that was my life. These sailing channels, they inspired me. So I'd really been a sailor since my youth, not consistently, but I really just love doing it. And now we're proving that, we can do it. Oh, she wants her food. Here you
I'm
go, thing.
hungry. And now we need the cheese. Did you already pull out the cheese?
Yeah, cheese is right here. So I'm going to wrap this part up. We're going to sit and enjoy our breakfast.
Thanks for joining us.
It's way early. We got up kind of late the previous 2 mornings. That was by design. We usually both get up early during the week. So we just took our time. Plus, it was cold. Didn't want to be out in the cold. So, we're up early today. And, did that close? No. It went the wrong way there. Now it's closed. We're up early today because we heard the knock and the rock on the boat. We thought somebody had gotten on the boat, but it just might have been a small boat going by because we hadn't budged all night. It was perfect. And I tied off the halyards to the stays, so no more bang, 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 which drives me nuts. Any little sound, I can't sleep. We usually sleep with a sound generator, but I can't do that on the boat in case something snaps or breaks or pops or something like that. I want to be able to hear it. Unfortunately, everything snaps and pops and groans and keeps me awake. So, but last night was nice, and we're going to go sailing here after we have breakfast. So, talk to you in a bit. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button below. You can join us on our adventures by subscribing. It doesn't cost anything. Click on that notification bell, and we'll let you know anytime we post new content. Thank you to everyone for all the feedback and the support. Please leave a comment below. And as always, we'd rather be sailing, not working.